Good morning, my lovely lads, ladies, and non-binary daisies. It is 11 a.m. on February 10th, which is Monday, and I pretty much scrapped the last vlog I was working on. I pretty much had all the film done, but I didn't really like the way it was filmed. I feel like I'm kind of changing up how I film, so I wanted to do like a fresh little vlog. I am about to write right now. I have just sat down. I was figuring out like some mic shenanigans because this mic, something inside of it is like rattling and I don't know what it is. So like I have to wear it clipped on like this, which is I'm not a fan. I gotta work with what I got. And yes, so I'm gonna sit down, write, and see how much I can get done. I'm writing a really fun scene. I'm on chapter 29, which is 4 chapters away from part 2 of my book, and I have not seen part 2 of my book in so long, so it's gonna be a wild ride. But I'm gonna write this. It's more like a little banquet scene, so there's a little bit more tents and ball gowns and glittery dresses, and the environment is nice, so it's gonna be fun to write. And I will get back to you when I can. I just wanted to start this vlog. I'm feeling a little bit tired. Didn't get much sleep last night, but I'm gonna keep it pumping. I'll catch you guys when I'm done. Okay, it is almost noon. I actually want to stop here. I got like a good amount in, I think. Honestly, I try not to judge my writing sessions based on how much I wrote, but if I'm happy with the progress that I'm making, because honestly, I could write a whole freaking chapter and not feel satisfied because I don't like it. And I find that I actually feel a lot better even if I write like 1 or 2 lines, but I'm like that, like I really like where this is going. Literally 1 or 2 lines is all it takes for me to feel better about my story. Anyways, it is 11:45. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go eat before I have to get busy at 12. See what I look like in the mirror. On the camera, like, I feel like I'm literally holding you guys like a whole arm's length away from me, but it still looks so, like, close. But a very sleepy kitty here. Oh, so sleepy. He's just a sleepy little kitty. Okay, I decided to eat some leftover sushi that I have here. But I thought I would take this time to kind of talk about what I've been reading. So I haven't really been reading much. I've just been reading on my Kindle because it's, I don't know, it's just a little bit more convenient. I do like reading physically, but I've just been more prone to just picking up my Kindle and reading it. It's just a little bit easier. Right now I'm reading The Third Daughter by Adrienne Tooley, and I am pretty much almost done with this. I think I'm about at least 80% through. Oh, I'm 90% through. Nice. So I have like, oh my gosh. Oh my god, wait. Is there a sequel for this? Why did I think this was a standalone? Because I only have like 10 pages left. Oh my god, wait, maybe I should finish it right now. Maybe I'll finish it while I eat. Can I finish it in 8 minutes? Maybe. Maybe I'll finish it while I eat so I can't yap for long. I'm gonna try to eat this as quickly as I can. But oh my gosh, wait, I didn't know it was that short. I'm gonna have to look. Why do I remember this being like a standalone? I don't know. Okay, maybe I was wrong. But I'm gonna finish it and then I'm gonna look, see if there's a sequel to it, because there probably is. There's no way in heck can we fix whatever is going on in this book in 10 pages. Girl, I just finished it. That took like less than 5 minutes because I forgot to take effect that the acknowledgements also take up page count, but oh my god. This is definitely another, or this is at least like a series or like a duology. Oh, it's a duology, okay. Oh my gosh, so it is out. It's called The Second Son. Wait, that cover is stunning. Wait, the cover is so pretty. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna borrow that from the library. I'm not gonna read the sneak peek because I like to just read that on its own. I actually just renewed the library book today because I was like, oh my god, I'm not finished it. I was like, I'm not finished with it, but I had to renew it. Little did I know I'd finish it within like 5 minutes. I'm gonna return that. But I gave it a 3 stars. I actually really thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was really like entertaining, and I usually don't like reading about like religion in books and things like that. But this one was actually very interesting to read about, and I liked the topics that it discussed. And also we have a sapphic romance in here, so that was honestly so amazing and cute, and I could definitely feel their chemistry, like their attraction to one another. I thought the characters were really good, the way they were written, and they weren't just one kind of character, they had different layers to them. I don't know if I have any complaints for this book. I believe this is my first Adrienne Tooley book I've read because I have her other book, Sweet and Bitter Magic, I believe is title, which is also another sapphic romance, and I believe also another YA. So I have that book that I really want to read because it seems it's also like magical, and like their magic has to do with their emotions. And if you didn't know, in this book, one of our characters, Sabine, her magic comes from her tears and her sadness. And so the longer she holds it in, the more powerful it is. And so her family uses that and sells her tears and the elixirs that they make and mix and sell, and that way is how they get their money. So I don't know, I honestly really liked that like interpretation of magic and how emotions can really affect magic in stories and storytelling and characters, and I really liked it. And I liked our other main character, Elodie, who is a princess of this queendom. So that was really fun to see. Lots of sibling dynamic and stuff. Quite interesting to see like the way they fought and like their arguments and like kind of, I guess, like the resentment built within the family because of their upbringing and the circumstances of how they were each treated differently. Sabine being the main source of their income. So anyways, I thought it was really good. I really liked it, and I think the thing that really stood out about this book is her writing. I absolutely loved her writing, like the way she would explain certain feelings and how easily she weaved together what was going on in the scene and how that made the characters feel. And switching back and forth to the different POVs was very seamless and wasn't confusing at all. Like we knew who we were talking about. Yeah, I aspire to really be able to use my words as eloquently and as beautifully as Adrienne truly does, because I was reading every chapter, every line, and I was like, wow, that must be nice to be able to write in this way. I don't know, her voice was just so distinct. I feel like it was so, her writing just felt like it stood out from other books that I've read. And obviously like each author has a different voice and whatnot, so Adrienne Tully's, her voice just really spoke my heart and the bibliophile in me. So yes, I'm excited to pick up the second one. I gotta see when I can borrow that from the library, but I'm gonna finish up my food, and I don't know when I'll update you. Maybe later today, but we'll see. We'll see how things play out. So I actually didn't have the Notion app before. I would just use it on Google Chrome, which makes it look so ugly. But now that I have its own app. It's so cute. I only have a few books in here, and there is a book on the very top that I need to get rid of. But I will kind of just briefly give my review. So this is for an example. Don't read the actual review if you haven't read The Prisoner's Throne. This is kind of like a brief description of like my favorite things, what I liked about the author, what I liked about the characters and the plot line and everything like that. And I love just decorating it with the banner. I made the banner on Canva. And then just like a little cover. Okay, but I love this page. Look how stunning. Sometimes I will add like fan art that I think is really cute. So as you have seen, I did finish The Third Daughter yesterday, so I kind of put that into my little review, and I wrote down all my thoughts. Don't read it if you haven't read the book again, but I thought this banner was super cute and this icon was super cute. That is also not fan art. Both of these are not fan art for this book, but I couldn't find any fan art unfortunately, but I did find some Pinterest pictures that I thought fit the vibe of The Third Daughter. I feel like the top really does. Really cute. And then I have my 2025 reading tracker up. I set it up yesterday, and this is what 2025 is feeling for me. For some reason, it feels a little nostalgic, reflecting on the 2020s. But I set that up. I really think that's a really pretty picture. And then I have the two books that I've read this year so far. We have Tale of the Heart Queen and The Third Daughter. And let's talk about what I'm reading. So I finished Third Daughter on Monday, and then I set up my reading tracker and everything yesterday. On Monday, I also decided to start a new book, and I was looking through my library app, and I have a few holds that came through for an ebook. So on Monday, I decided to start This Woven Kingdom by Tara Mafi, and I have not read Shatter Me at all. I thought I wanted to, but after seeing some like reviews on it, I'm like, I don't know if that would be my vibe. So I decided against it and to just pick up this series. I think it's a 5-book series, but no. Is it it a trilogy? It could be more than 3 books, but currently there are 3 books out, and so I thought I'd get a start on this because I have been wanting to read this. It's been on my TBR ever since it came out. Let's see how much I read. So I'm on page 31, so that's 6% on the ebook. Oh my gosh, I'm very interested what we know about our character, our main character, Aliza. She is, I don't know, I still need to like understand like the kind of, I guess, magic in this world, but we're seeing some mysterious things. She's getting visited by the so-called devil, and she's a powerful being, but she is the long lost heir of this kingdom, I believe, from the back. I love a good like in their throne kind of art, so I'm really excited to see that. And so far I really like it. The writing is taking a little bit longer for me to really like get into and like find the flow of it, but I think I am going to after I start reading a little bit more. So hopefully I can read a little bit more today because I genuinely am into this book. For my physical book, I have not started a physical book yet. I haven't ever since Tale of the Heart Queen. That was the last physical book I read. For my physical book, I have The Songbird and The Heart of Stone. I don't know why I got that mixed up. By Carissa Broadbent. And yeah, I haven't started this, but I think this is what I want to start for my physical book. I don't know when I will start this. I don't know. I've just really been in the ebook kind of mood, but oh my god, I am really excited to start this book. I think one thing that turns me off though is the font is kind of small and my eyes kind of strain to read it, so I have to read this when I feel like I have the energy to, and it's just so much easier just picking up my Kindle. I don't even need the light. I just just lay down and read the, but for a physical book I need my glasses on so I can't lay down. Anyways, I am also listening to an audiobook for my library app. If you're wondering, I use Libby for all these like library books that are ebooks and audiobooks, and I also do borrow from the library and for physical books. And I am rereading actually Daughter of No Worlds, and I'm listening to the audiobook. That is also by Carissa Broadbent. As you can tell, I'm a very big fan of her. I read that book in like 2020 and I didn't continue with the series, and I actually do have the sequel, Children of Fallen Gods, behind me in physical form, so I really wanted to reread Daughter of No Worlds because it's been 5 years and I want a little just freshen up on the details of the book, the nitty-gritties, because I do remember the story. Do you have anything else to catch you up on? In terms of writing, I didn't write yesterday because I just wasn't feeling it. I woke up a little bit later than I wanted to because I slept pretty late that night. So I am going to hopefully get some writing in today that I wasn't able to get yesterday. Holy moly, I'm a little sleepy. I got a good 9 hours yesterday, but I'm still very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna open the book. So I believe the last time I talked to you guys about writing, I was in the middle of writing chapter 29, and it's the 4 chapters away from part 2. Finish line is near the half checkpoint. It's not even a finish line. But that day I wrote, I think I told you. Yeah, I think I filled you guys in on what I wrote. I didn't write much, but I was still happy with it, I guess. So I don't know. I'm excited to read, or I'm excited to write some parts of this chapter, but like there's some other parts I still need to figure out, and I'm like, I just want to get to the fun part where there's like tension. It's like, ugh, I don't know. I'm excited to get to a certain part of the chapter, but in order to get there, I have the beginning part, which is finding a little struggling, but I'm getting there. So hopefully I can find my footing today and actually get a good amount done. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on this. Start time 9:30, I believe. Yes, 9:34. And I will check back in with you and see how much I've got done. It is almost 12, so I'm gonna have some lunch. It is not a healthy lunch, but it is something I'm craving. I actually got a good amount of the chapter done. I'm almost finished with it, but I thought of an idea and I'm trying to think it over if it's a good one or if it's too morbid. I think it is fitting, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna see how else this may be perceived in a way that I don't want it to be, so we'll see, but I'm gonna think it over while I eat. But I'm going to make my food now and just wanted to give you a quick little update. It's been going okay so far. I've been writing for like almost 2 hours, so not bad, not bad. I just write at such a slow pace that I wish I could write faster, but you know, it really depends if like I already have the idea down, but majority of this 4th draft editing process has just been me coming up with more ideas, and so I'm basically like kind of rewriting the whole book, but not really. It takes a lot of creativity out of me, so I'm gonna fuel myself. I have some honey butter. Honestly, I feel like I won't be able to finish it, but I am going to get back to work. So I just finished writing the chapter 29 and it is 1 p.m. exactly, and I'm actually quite surprised how big of a turn I made to this chapter because I thought I was going to keep it the same from when I last wrote it, but I changed it quite a bit. It still takes place at a banquet and, fancy dresses and everything like that, but it takes a bit of a darker turn, which I don't know still if I feel okay about it, but I wrote it and I think it fits, like it feels right, but I'm like, is this too dark? But I don't know. So we'll see. I mean, I'll keep it for now and I'll work off of it and like branch off of it, but if I change it in the next draft, then I do. But for now, I'm gonna keep it and kind of branch off of what just happened. So I outlined a little bit of chapter 30, because chapter 29 ends on like a bit of a cliffhanger. So I'm gonna draft that out a little bit, but I think I'm done for writing for the day. I want to keep this good energy up where I'm like looking forward to continue writing. I try not to write until I feel like I'm like, I can't think, because then I go into the next section feeling kind of depleted of my energy. So I like to keep a good amount of energy before the next writing session. So we're gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna draft it out a little bit. I don't know, I feel like maybe I shouldn't, because this kind of feels more spontaneous. So I think once I think it over, because I'm always kind of just thinking about it at the back of my mind throughout the day. So when I come back tomorrow, maybe I'll have more ideas brewed and stuff like that. So I think I'll just keep it like that. I finished I pretty much finished my chips. Those were bussin'. I still have my Oreos that I need to eat, but they might be a little too sweet for right now, so I might save them for later. But now I think I might read for an hour. It's really nice outside. It's really nice and sunny outside. So I might want to go sit outside in my backyard or something. I wish I could take walks, and I used to, but I'm too paranoid now to even like go on walks by myself. So I will not be doing that unless I feel very, very confident. And you know what? Sitting outside in my backyard is really nice too. So, and it's not like my neighborhood is unsafe or anything. I am in a very safe neighborhood. I'm just paranoid because if I'm out and I'm not like in a car, like I'm just out there by myself, and girl, I can't run. My cardio is so bad, so I just feel extra vulnerable when I'm out there, just like not in a car, no access to a car or whatever. And I know it's just a neighborhood, but still. My kitty cat, he's come to look outside. So let's go read more of The Woven Kingdom. I'm excited. Or This Woven Kingdom, yes. Good day, everybody. It is Thursday, February 13th. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I woke up late today. I got a little bit of a late start. I slept late last night, so because of that, I obviously woke up late. I woke up at 12-ish, and I kind of just laid in bed for longer than I'd like. I didn't even realize it was snowing today until I looked outside when I got downstairs, because I wanted to go grocery shopping, so I did. I went grocery shopping, and I got some of the necessities that we need. Also, in case we might get snowed in, because I do live kind of like on a hill, so that would not be good. As you would have seen, I got a new creamer. It's the Chobani hazelnut creamer, and not gonna lie, when I first smelled it, I was like, oh, didn't know how I would feel about it. And I tried it and I thought it was okay, but let's see. I think it has to grow on me, but I don't mind it. It's not bad. It's not bad. So yes, I made coffee. It is 4:05 p.m. I don't know if I said, but I'm just gonna act like it's not 4 p.m. and that it is like 1 p.m. and I'm about to start work. So I can feel motivated still. Opening up my book. my document. Okay, yes, so I'm on chapter 30. I didn't really outline it like I said yesterday, so we'll see what I can come up with today. It is really just gonna be like a wing it kind of thing because I kind of just added something new, so we'll see how much of this I can think of on the spot. Obviously, if I think of something else, I'll just add it in later. I'm now 4 chapters away from part 2. Exciting. But yeah, it is very, very snowy here, and I'm kind of living for it because I don't have to leave the house. So I did read a little bit of This Woven Kingdom last night, but I'm gonna be honest, I probably let like 5 more pages than what I was last on because I had to like help cook dinner and I just didn't time everything right, so I didn't really get that much time to read. But I'll take 5 pages over nothing. So I finished that chapter that I was in the middle of, and then I made dinner and I woke up late, but I feel so sleepy. I'm gonna try to stay awake and try to focus and lock in for a little bit. And honestly, with how I'm feeling and with this late start, I'll take like 1 line, 2 lines, okay? Like it doesn't have to be something big. I'll take it as long as I'm happy with it and I feel good about it. I'll check back in with you in a little bit.